blessed event. Now, I want you to, I'm going to flow right through this thing so that you get grace, and it's going to be intense, and I'm going to move straight through it. Now, when I do these, I'm going to be doing some mantras. The mantras will be from India. However, it has no religious connotation, okay? None whatsoever. So when I'm doing the mantras from India, it has to do with my connection to the great compassionate light only. It is not because I'm Hindu or something. My way is strictly just consciousness, so I don't want any of you to feel uncomfortable. Whatever your way of connecting to God, the divine, to angels, the universe is utterly valid and is completely supported here by the great compassionate light. I wanted you to know that ahead of time. Now, what I would like you to do for me, please, we're going to go right into it. I'd like you to try to sit still, and I'd like you to try to sit straight. Okay? Sit still and sit straight. If you're sitting on the floor, that's excellent. Just straighten your back. And then I want you to arrange your prayers. Your prayers should be arranged in 3 sections. The first set of prayers will be for you, your personal prayers, and have them right where you can reach them. Then the second set will be your parents and your ancestors. And the third set is for the global collective. Okay? Now, if you're sitting in a chair, have your feet flat. If you're sitting cross-legged or in some like a yogic posture, excellent. Just don't be laying down or anything like that, okay? And I want to show you this posture. Okay, so the thumb and forefinger touch together, and your palms, when I tell you to put your lay your palms up, and they will rest on your thighs or on your knees. Okay. I'll signal you when to go into that posture during the mantras. The mantras I'm going to do are enormously powerful. They're taught by the great compassionate light, and I have the authority to be able to do those for you on your behalf. They do specific things for you so that your prayers are going to be accepted and answered when you're in this seva. Seva means service. This is my service for the divine. That's why it's called a seva. Okay, so I'm going to start now. So would you sit carefully, have your hands like this, resting palm up on your legs, and then go ahead and close your eyes. I'm going to call the divine in. Om. 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 Om Shri Sarvadeva Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kalkiye Namaha. Om Shri Sarvadeva Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kalkiye Namaha. Om Shri Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kalkiye Namaha. Om Shri Sarvadeva Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kalkiye Namaha. Om Shri Sarvadeva Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kalkiye Namaha. Om Shri Sarvadeva Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kalkiye Namaha. Om Shri Sarvadeva Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kalkiye Namaha. Om Shim Sarvadiva Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kokiye Namaha. Om Shim Sarvadiva Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kokiye Namaha. Om Shim Sarvadiva Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kokiye Namaha. Om Shim Sarvadiva Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kokiye Namaha. Om Shim Sarvadiva Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Ama Bhagavan Ye Namaha. Om Shim Sarvadiva Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Ama Bhagavan Ye Namaha. Om Shim Sarvadiva Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Ama Bhagavan Ye Namaha. Om Shim Sarvadiva Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Ama Bhagavan Ye Namaha. Om Shim Sarvadiva Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Ama Bhagavan Ye Namaha. Om Shim Sarvadiva Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Ama Bhagavan Ye Namaha. Om Shim Sarvadiva Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Ama Bhagavan Ye Namaha. Om Shim Sarvadiva Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Ama Bhagavan Ye Namaha. Om Shrim Sarvadiva Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Ama Bhagavan Ye Namaha. Om Shrim Sarvadiva Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Ama Bhagavan Ye Namaha. Om. And the last three. Om Shrim Sarvadiva Param Karuna Param Jyoti as my Antaryaman Grandpa Bhagavan Ye Namaha. Om Shrim Sarvadiva Param Karuna Param Jyoti as my Antaryaman and my team Ye Namaha. Om Shrim Sarvadiva Param Karuna Param Jyoti as my Iham and Param team Ye Namaha. Om. Okay, now this is my way where we're plugging into the great compassionate light so that we have the source of power for you. Remain seated with your eyes closed as you are, with your thumb and forefinger touching. Om Sachidananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Koki Bhagavati Samhita Shri Koki Bhagavate Namaha. Om Sachidananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Koki Bhagavati Samhita Shri Koki Bhagavate Namaha. Om Sachidananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Koki Bhagavati Samhita Shri Koki Bhagavate Namaha. Om Sachidananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Koki Bhagavati Samhita Shri Koki Bhagavate Namaha. Om Sachidananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Koki Bhagavati Samhita Shri Koki Bhagavate Namaha. Om Sachidananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Koki Bhagavati Samhita Shri Koki Bhagavate Namaha. Om Sachidananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Koki Bhagavati Samhita Shri Koki Bhagavate Namaha. Om Sachidananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Koki Bhagavati Samhita Shri Koki Bhagavate Namaha. Om Sachidananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Koki Bhagavati Samhita Shri Koki Bhagavate Namaha. Om Sachidananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Koki Bhagavati Sameta Shri Koki Bhagavate Namaha. Om. One second. Allow your eyes to remain closed. Beloved Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kokyamma Bhagavan and all the great compassionate light. Beloved Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kokyamma Bhagavan and all the great compassionate light. Beloved Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kokyamma Bhagavan and all the great compassionate light. Everyone here has gathered with me at this sacred hour of the Muhurta to present their prayers to be answered directly by your divine grace. They have written them out carefully, and I am invoking the power of prayer. I, as a Sevak of Sri Amma Bhagavan, am invoking the power of prayer. I am invoking the power of prayer as a loyal Sevak of the 81,000 to ask you to answer each and every prayer directly. Each of them has prepared 3 divisions of prayer. The first is for themselves and their loved ones. The second division is for their parents and ancestors going back 6 generations. The last set is for the global collective, the great global collective program to save the planet and humanity as Kali Yuga slows to a halt for the golden age to begin. Please honor each and every person here and answer their humble prayers and heartfelt desires at this most auspicious time of the Muhurta. Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Amma Bhagavan, channel everything for this huge collective of people through me for them. Use me as the channel and allow each of them your grace directly through me for them. Now, I am going to do a brief series of mantras to clear your first, your second, your third, and your fourth programs. These mantras are bringing a special type of protection and grace for you so that anything negative in your programs, in your subconscious mind, in your karma is removed and replaced by the positive, so that through this Muhurta day and this Seva ceremony, your prayers are heard and answered directly. Just have your eyes closed, keep your thumb and forefinger touching. I'm going to clear the first program now, which is for your past lives. I do each one 11 times. One second. Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kokyamma Bhagavan. Look to their first program, to their vasanas, please. Om Shri Koki Parabdha Karma Vinyasakaya Namaha. 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 Om. And now your second program, which is your genetic inheritance, including all of your ancestors 6 generations back on your mother's side and 6 generations back on your father's side. And this removes any kind of negative karma, genetic inheritance of any kind, including your life, your wealth, your health, as well as a myriad other things. Om Shri Kalki Param Parakarma Vinyasakaya Namaha. 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 Om Shri Kalki Parampara Karma 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 Vinyasakaya Namaha. Try to keep your eyes closed. This is for your third program, which happens at your conception, through your mother's womb, your birthing process, and the first 6 hours after you were born. Om Shri Kalki Shubha Pradataya Namaha. 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 And now the fourth program, from the end of the first 6 hours until your first full 6 years of life, marking the primary subconscious mind's database. Om Shri Kalki Vijayaye Namaha. 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 And now the fifth program, from your age of 7 to the age you are now. Om Shri Kalki Shubha Karaya Namaha. Om Shri Kalki Shubhakaraya 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 Namaha. Om. Okay, now gently open your eyes. And I want you to go to your prayers and select the first prayer for your health. A prayer for your health, please. Have your back sitting straight, your eyes are open, and you're holding your prayer for your health. Now, what I want you to do is you're going to read your prayer for your health out loud, okay? Unless you're not alone. If you are not alone, you can read it silently, okay? And I'm going to allow you 3 minutes to read that prayer. Once you have finished reading the prayer, I'm going to teach you a specific way to hold the prayer. So the way you would hold the prayer, you're going to lay it in your left palm. Palm is up. You'll lay the prayer in your left palm. You're going to take your right hand and cup the prayer between your hands. If you want, after you read the prayer, fold it. That's totally fine. But you're going to hold it between your palms. Left palm is up, right palm is down. Then you're going to place your hands on your right thigh. You will place your hands on your right thigh. So first you will read it. I have my timer here, and then I'm going to do a specific invocation so that that prayer is answered, it's accepted and answered. And I have the authority to ask the divine to do that. Okay, so you may begin now. Read your prayer and really feel this. Okay, now I want you to place it on your left palm, cup it with your right hand, and place the prayer, your hands on your right thigh. I'm going to endorse this. I do it in groups of 3, okay? Param Karuna Param Jyoti. As a Sevak, I am now invoking the power of prayer. As your Sevak, I am invoking the power of prayer on behalf of this collective of 1,000 people at this time during the Muhurta itself. Jai Bolo Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Koki Amma Bhagavan. Thank you for answering this prayer and fulfilling their desires. Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Koki Amma Bhagavan Ki Jai. Jai Bolo Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Koki Amma Bhagavan. Thank you so much for answering this prayer and fulfilling their desires. Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Koki Amma Bhagavan Ki Jai. Jai Bolo Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Koki Amma Bhagavan. Thank you so much during this sacred ceremony for answering this prayer and their desires. Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Koki Amma Bhagavan Ki Jai. Now carefully set that prayer to the side and take up your prayer for wealth, career, purpose, and abundance. The prayer for your career, your money, abundance, wealth. I will allow 3 minutes now for you to read it out loud. And please try to sit in a sacred posture. Begin now. And really say it with feeling. Now place that prayer between your hands. Put your hands on your on your right thigh, And you can close your eyes as I endorse it. Jai Bolo Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Koki Amma Bhagavan. Thank you for answering this prayer, their prayer, and fulfilling their desires. Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Koki Amma Bhagavan Ki Jai. Jai Bolo Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Koki Amma Bhagavan. Thank you so much during this great Muhurta at this prayer they have just recited to you is answered in full by your divine grace. Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Koki Amma Bhagavan Ki Jai. Jai Bolo Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Koki Amma Bhagavan. As your Sevak, thank you so much for answering this prayer and their desires exactly as they have asked. Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Koki Amma Bhagavan Ki Jai. Okay, open your eyes and place that prayer carefully to the side. Make sure after this ceremony that you keep every one of these prayers carefully in a safe place. Never throw them away. Now take up your prayer for your ancestors, please. No, pardon me. Take up your prayer. Hold on. Make sure that I'm not missing something. Abundance or so. Okay, yes. Now take up the prayer for your parents and your ancestors, please. And I will give you 3 minutes to read it, starting now. Okay, now carefully place the prayer in between your hands. Cup your right hand over the top. Place your hands on your right thigh. This particular prayer is especially important. Jai Bolo Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Koki Amma Bhagavan. Thank you so much for accepting their prayers that their parents are liberated and blessed, and that all their ancestors are liberated, blessed, and moved into the light by your divine grace at this time of the Muhurta. Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Koki Amma Bhagavan Ki Jai. Jai Bolo Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Koki Amma Bhagavan. Thank you so much for liberating all their ancestors, blessing their parents, moving everyone into the light and allowing each of them to receive the blessing of their mother, their father, and all their ancestors. Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Koki Amma Bhagavan Ki Jai. Jai Bolo Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Koki Amma Bhagavan. Thank you for answering this very special prayer during the Muhurta. Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Koki Amma Bhagavan Ki Jai. Now set that prayer carefully to the side and take up your prayer for your marriage, for spouse, for love, for your children, all of your significant others. And begin reading it aloud, starting now. Be sure as you're doing your prayers to feel them with feeling. Okay, now carefully place the prayer between your hands. Put your hands on your right thigh. and close your eyes. Jai Bolo Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kolki Amma Bhagavan. Jai Bolo Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kolki Amma Bhagavan. Jai Bolo Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kolki Amma Bhagavan. Thank you so much for answering their heartfelt prayer that has been carefully prepared for you to answer during this powerful Muhurta, fulfilling their desires. Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kolki Amma Bhagavan Ki Jai. Jai Bolo Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kolki Amma Bhagavan Ki Jai. Thank you for answering this prayer and fulfilling their desires, all of them. Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kolki Amma Bhagavan Ki Jai. Jai Bolo Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kolki Amma Bhagavan. As your Sevak, I'm invoking the power of prayer and saying thank you so much for answering their prayer and fulfilling their desires. Param Karuna Param Jyoti Shri Kolki Amma Bhagavan Ki Jai. Now open your eyes and set that prayer aside, and we move to a new division now. This division involves the big programs. The Global Collective, which is program number 6, and it's in jeopardy right now. War, the planet itself with natural calamities, a great many troubles. We're all very familiar with them. I will be doing a special mantra to bring in divine protection for you. Divine protection and divine intervention for you now and going forward into the future. Because this year of 2024 can have a great many challenges coming toward us down line. Because Kali Yuga is slowing down and it's going to be eventually stopping. But we have a long way to go till then. So take up the prayer for the Global Collective. Okay. Hold on one second before you start to read. Okay, now you can set that prayer down directly in front of you. And I'm going to do these short mantras. Now the 7th, 8th, and 9th and 10th programs are the real big boys. That's where the Muhurta, this is where the Muhurta really comes in. The 7th program is the solar program, our solar system. So anyone familiar with astronomy, that's the 7th program. The 8th program is the galactic program. That is what the Muhurta is actually, this time period right now, we have entered a 12-hour window in the actual galactic program at that scale. Next, the 9th program is the universe itself, the great universe, where universal intelligence reigns. And the 10th program is the other realms. That's where God, the angels, all of the great beings, that the great compassionate light that we're plugged into right now, that's where they live. And they operate for us from there. So these are mantras specially designed to protect you during the global collective, whatever's going to happen. And you have protection intervention, then any kind of negative influence karmically for you from the planets, from the solar system, is going to be removed and altered so that you have the positive aspects of the planets that operate in your astral chart. Then you will have the protection through this Muhurta so that only the nicest, greatest things come to you. And finally, the 10th program is for you in this life and in the hereafter, so that we are all blessed and protected completely. There's just 3 mantras. So close your eyes, have your fingers in the forefinger and thumb touching. First is the global collective you can think of the first one having to do with people, the population of the earth, all the animals, all the plants, any form of life, and the planet, Mother Earth herself. Om Shri Kalki Bhakta Rakshakaya Namaha. 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 And now, to defeat the dark side, there is I don't know what it is, but it's a weapon, the source of power that the great compassionate light uses to defeat the dark side, protect us through pandemics, war, or anything else. Om Shri Kalki Sudharsana Rakshakaya Namaha. 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 And now, to blanket the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th programs, there is one overarching mantra. Om Shri Kalki Akalanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Jagat Rakshakaya Namaha. Om Shri Kalki Akalanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Jagat Rakshakaya Namaha. Om Shri Kalki Akalanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Jagat Rakshakaya Namaha. Om Shri Kalki Akalanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Jagat Rakshakaya Namaha. Om Shri Kalki Akalanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Jagat Rakshakaya Namaha. Om Shri Kalki Akalanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Jagat Rakshakaya Namaha. Om Shri Kalki Akalanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Jagat Rakshakaya Namaha. Om Shri Kalki Akalanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Jagat Rakshakaya Namaha. Om Shri Kalki Akalanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Jagat Rakshakaya Namaha. Om Shri Kalki Akalanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Jagat Rakshakaya Namaha. Om Shri Kalki Akalanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Jagat Rakshakaya Namaha. Oh. Now take the prayer for the global collective. When you read it, this kind of prayer in this kind of event at the time of the Muhurta can make the difference between having a war and not having a war. Because there's 1,000 of us as a morphic field, it's that powerful. So read it with tremendous feeling and sincerity. Begin now, please. Okay, now place the prayer carefully in your hands, cupping over the top with your right hand, and put your hands on your right thigh. Close your eyes. Jai Bolo Param Karuna Param Jyoti Sri Kokyama Bhagavan. I am speaking to you during the Muhurta on behalf of this collective of 1,000 people, all gathered to receive your grace. Thank you so much, Param Karuna Param Jyoti Sri Kokyama Bhagavan, that this prayer for peace, for saving Mother Earth, for all the ways that each of them has described in their prayer. Thank you for answering each and every one of them and saving the planet, saving humanity, and completely defeating the dark side so that the golden age is born. Param Karuna Param Jyoti Sri Kokyama Bhagavan Ki Jai. As your loyal Sevak on behalf as a channel for all these beautiful people who have gathered here with me, they look to me and I look to you. Thank you for answering these prayers, saving the planet, saving all the animals who are innocent, all the plants, all of Mother Earth. Param Karuna Param Jyoti Sri Kokyama Bhagavan Ki Jai. Thank you so much that the wars are stopped by the great power of the great compassionate light. Stop the wars. And anybody that has died in the wars so far, liberate them all, please. Give them moksha and send them into the light. Use the power of this collective of 1,000 people, all united during the Muhurta through my connection with you to achieve this. Param Karuna Param Jyoti Sri Kokyama Bhagavan Ki Jai. Okay, now open your eyes and set that prayer carefully to the side. So now in closing, I am thanking the great compassionate light for showering all of you with divine grace, rewriting all your programs to answer every prayer and fulfill all your desires. I am thanking the great compassionate light for showering all of you with divine grace, rewriting all your programs to answer every prayer and fulfill all your desires. I am thanking the great compassionate light for showering all of you with divine grace, rewriting all your programs to answer every prayer and fulfill all your desires. Now, each of you, please take a moment. I'll give you 3 minutes to express your own gratitude in your own words for receiving divine grace during this great moment in galactic history. Just word it from your heart, guys. Say it with real feeling because you have the direct audience of the divine. feel that all your prayers today are already a fact now. They are a fact now. Okay, now, before we close right off, I will say a few things for you. First and foremost, I want to express my gratitude to each and every one of you, and it's so nice to meet all of you. And the prayers that you presented here today will be answered. We don't know when or exactly how, but they will be answered. This particular ceremony carries a power that is beyond belief. And it's my great honor to be conditioned and able to do it for you. So I send you all my love. I want you to know when you wake up, wherever you are in the world, you're officially in the Muhurta now. And then if you go back to bed or wherever you are in the world from 6 a.m. until 6 p.m., the Muhurta is continuing for you. So all this day, anything you do that is sacred, kind, thoughtful, keyword is thoughtful, carries tremendous blessing and tremendous karma. Even if you just save a little insect, that is seen and acknowledged and recorded by the Akashic records, and it earns karma. And on this day, it is of enormous significance. So please do whatever comes to your heart, and always state when you're going to do something. Let's say you're going to give some money to a little child just to say thank you to the divine for your wealth. Always state that intention before you give the little boy or little girl the money. The intention is it makes it conscious, and then the divine is acknowledging it. It's completely different than just doing things randomly. Okay. I also want to say a special thank you to my admin, Johnny Chumpakan, because you guys wouldn't be here without him. He's done the work of 1,000 people to make all of this happen. And I'm so blessed to have him as my right-hand man. So this is ending here. What I want you to make sure you do is fold those prayers carefully and you keep them forever, because you don't know when the divine will answer it. Okay. And if your time permits, when we sign off here, I recommend that you lay down on your back with your eyes closed for at least 15 to 20 minutes. If you're able to do that. I don't know your schedule or where you are in the world. Many of you have reached out for sessions with me. I'm so grateful. I'll take care of all of you. But something you need to know, because I don't want you to think you're being ignored. I am going into seclusion on the 17th, 2 days. I leave for the seclusion, and I'll be back in the saddle for my morning of the 25th. I come back on the 24th, and I'll be back in the saddle taking care of people on the 25th, the morning. So that it's actually, if you're in America, that's your evening of the 24th. There's a few people that are already scheduled for the evening of the 24th. That's fine, I'm there. Okay, so I just wanted you to know that ahead of time. Also, thanks to the divine grace, depth healing has now exploded, and I'm very thrilled about it. It's a team of two, Johnny and I, and we'll move at the very best rate we can. So if anything happens or like you're waiting a little, don't worry, because I will absolutely get to you. So God bless you all. Love you all. Thank you all so very, very much. And may the divine walk with you everywhere. Okay, so bye for now, folks. I'm signing off. God bless you. Thank you very, very much.
जीवस्य विमुक्तिः एतस्मात्